He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, what up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, she apologized, honey, but all her fans and some other fans were caught up in the rapture. Anita Baker, baby, and Babyface. We all know that they're on tour right now. And Ricky, some stuff went down. People are livid with Anita Baker, and they're saying, honey, she needs to be ostracized and never perform again. Now, if y'all didn't hear what happened, now it's being reported, y'all, that Babyface and Anita were touring, y'all. They were in New Jersey the other day. But they're saying that Babyface fans, y'all, are enraged, honey, that the plug was pulled on his latest performance. They're saying that's something he seemed to blame on the show headliner, Miss Anita Baker, honey, which is odd, they say, because the actual villain, y'all, is technology and time, though. But, honey, Anita and Babyface tour stopped in Newark, New Jersey the other night, and they say it slowly turned into a nightmare for the fans. Now, the show was delayed 2 hours, y'all, and when it finally started, y'all, they're saying the audience was told there were technical issues, and Babyface, the opening act, would not be performing, y'all. And baby, they said the boos rained out immediately. So this is what Babyface told the people. He said, y'all, I'm truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening at the Prudential Center. He said, I was asked not to perform in order to give Miss Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. My band and I are extremely saddened, and we didn't get to perform for y'all tonight. And they said people was living, honey. And Anita Baker, honey, Ricky, we love Anita Baker, but I mean, they're saying it's technical.
It sounds more technical, sounds more like a technical issue than anything. And, you know, sometimes, man, you have to step aside for the headliner. Now, if that was me, if I was the headliner, I would have shortened some of, this is me personally, would have shortened some of my time just to let the opening act get on stage, because they traveled there with the band, and they, you know, when you go through all the rehearsals and stuff, you know, you want to perform. But I probably would blame whoever the promoter is for not having the technical stuff together, because, you know, just that don't make her a bad person if she don't want to cut her show short.
Right.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? It don't make her a bad person, because, man, if you cut your show short, that messes up your set. When you used to doing the same set every single night or whatever, and then when you start cutting stuff out, it messes up your flow.
Yeah.
So you just tell the other person, girl, you just can't perform.
Well,
You
she
don't
didn't
tell
do
her.
that.
She
That
didn't
was
do that.
Live Nations. She didn't do that.
Well, I tell you what, honey, a lot of celebrities are livid with Anita Baker, honey, and they are speaking out. And I'm going to tell you some of them. Stephanie Mills, she said, honey, I hate this when this happens amongst our people. She said, we should be thankful that people are still paying money to come see our shows. We're not kids anymore. This makes me really sad to see this, honey. And then, honey, some other people went on to say some things, honey. Sherry Shepard said, honey, your fans missed the show of a lifetime. And then somebody else went on. Malik Yoba said, you remain a class act, brother. They was all rallying behind Babyface. And then comic Miss Lonnie Love, baby, this girl really spoke out. She said, I'm sorry. She said, I opened for Miss Baker 15 years ago, and it was a stone trip. She said, I had hoped, honey, that she and her team had improved for the better over the years. She said, Lord, honey. And I mean, so many other people were on there saying, honey.
I'm just not sure that's her fault, though.
Well, but Rick, these people are talking, honey. Her colleagues are saying it.
Yeah, but if they had a run, you know, I just want to push back on that a little bit. If they had a run-in with her 15 years ago, that don't mean that she's at fault in this particular situation.
Right,
and then the way it was tweeted out, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here's the question. Who asked you not to perform? Did Anita Baker come to your dressing room and ask you not to perform, or did Live Nations ask you not to perform?
Well, Babyface said, I guess it was the producer, because they said it was Miss Baker's screen really what was having the problem. And I happened to go to Anita and Babyface concert when they ran through Georgia. And it was a great concert, but she has this big screen out, which was good for me because I was in the nosebleed seats and I was able to see her clearly because of that big screen. But, you know, I don't know, Ricky, but
it all comes down to the fans' experience. And if they were expecting to see Babyface, and I saw Babyface in Atlanta, and it was incredible. I mean, he had a screen. It was like a billboard image, and he was like going down all the number one hits that he's done. So he performed not only his songs, but also all the number one hits that he's written. He had dancers. He put on a great show. So from a fan perspective, They don't care about all of that. They care about what they paid to see. So I understand it.
Well, from Miss Baker's perspective,
yeah.
she said, honey, you stay home, honey. You got to perform later. I got to do my show.
That ain't what she said.
Well, in her
but you know what they need to
words.
do? Whoever the promoter, whether it's Live Nation, they should bring him back and let those fans come and see him do a whole show.
Yeah.
At a later time, to be fair, or whatever, and then pay him again. Pay him for the show that he didn't get to perform.
No, they ain't
and
doing
pay
that.
him. Huh?
They ain't doing that.
I think they will,
I don't
Brad.
think, child, they cheap. They make a lot of money, but they ain't frugal.
I'm just tripping on how they treating Babyface like he just came
Like
out.
he a new artist, right?
I mean, they could at least gave him 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, well. But I'm shocked, though, Ricky. Y'all said that it's all right.
I mean, to be
Miss Baker, him not
if
to
you
perform.
if you the opening act, if they would have let him go on stage and maybe he did have his set or his top 10 right quick, you know, just where he could grace the stage, but to go all the way there and not be able to perform. And I mean, when you talking about going to New Jersey, that's a grip. That's a trip right there.
Yeah.
You going up to New York, flying into
Right.
LaGuardia, or and then driving through the city to get there. It depends on what airport you're going in, man. That's a grind. That's a real grind. You know, going to New York to perform. So it's difficult. I feel bad about that whole situation, but people got to. What did Anita Baker respond? She said blame
Miss Baker,
Live Nations.
She hadn't responded yet. And,
She said that Live Nations came on stage and said and apologized for the technical issue. You know, so she did clap back now. I mean, respond.
Well, the Kahlua today, honey, they all should have some plum punch. On the high end, you say plum punch, and on the lunch, you say beautiful burgundy. That's your Kahlua for today, honey. All
right, y'all, Mother's Day. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.